Healing from your husband's infidelity while staying married? Today, I'm going to walk you through 3 steps that will greatly speed up the healing process so you can start sleeping through the night without waking up thinking about the other woman. I'm Sariah Bastian, and you are watching Beyond Breath TV, the place to be to overcome your husband's infidelity and create a beautiful marriage. So, if you decided to give your husband a second chance after he was unfaithful, it's probably been feeling extremely difficult to move beyond the betrayal, despite how much you really want to start fresh with him. Feeling betrayed after infidelity is a whirlwind of emotions, and it's completely normal to question everything you thought you knew about your partner and your marriage. It shakes the very foundation of your life, leading to feelings of uncertainty, pain, and confusion on what to do next. If you don't confront these feelings head on, they can grow into debilitating anxiety, resentment, and distress. This ends up blocking your path to healing, and the longer it goes on, the harder it becomes to move past the infidelity and truly heal. Carrie, a client of mine, sought guidance from me after her husband's infidelity, as she had found herself trapped in a cycle of pain and betrayal. Despite her desire to rebuild, doubts and fear plagued her every thought. Upon working with me, Carrie discovered a path to healing, and within a few months, remarkable changes began to take place. Carrie began to acknowledge and validate her emotions, granting herself permission to process the emotional trauma. Placing her healing as the top priority made a world of difference. As she rebuilt trust in herself, she was able to approach her marriage with confidence and clarity. Today, Carrie stands stronger than ever and has been able to heal and create a beautiful marriage after infidelity. Today, we'll explore 3 crucial steps you need to take to heal your emotional trauma after infidelity so you can finally breathe again. The first step is to recognize and validate your feelings. Your feelings of betrayal are valid, and it's crucial to acknowledge them rather than suppress or dismiss them. This does not mean dwelling on it indefinitely, but rather giving yourself permission to feel and process these emotions. The reason this is so important is because the betrayal of infidelity causes emotional trauma to the nervous system, and just ignoring or suppressing it will not make it go away. In fact, the longer emotional trauma lives in your body without being released, the more heightened your nervous system becomes, meaning the smallest innocent thing, like a certain song on the radio, can end up triggering you and sending you on a downward spiral of negative emotions. By acknowledging that emotional trauma is playing a big role in your post-infidelity journey, this awareness is the first step to ultimately healing and releasing the trauma from your body. Step 2 is to make your healing the priority. Healing from infidelity is an emotionally demanding process, and putting yourself first is a crucial step in this journey. Oftentimes, after infidelity, couples tend to focus on healing the relationship first instead of the individuals first. The problem with this is, if you're trying to rebuild a marriage from a place of trauma, anger, and fear, that relationship does not stand a chance. Instead, your emotional well-being should be the very first priority. When you're able to first focus on healing the emotional trauma you've experienced, you can then approach your marriage from a place of feeling whole again, where you're not easily triggered, where you can have a conversation without getting defensive, where you can truly assess your marriage and connect with your husband from a place of calm confidence. By putting your own healing journey first, you'll create a safe space for yourself where you know you'll be okay no matter what happens around you. And if you'd like to use my method for clearing emotional trauma from the body and healing your marriage in as little as 90 days, I created a free workshop showing you the system I use inside my Beyond Breath coaching program. You can find the link to that workshop in the show notes below. And now on to step 3. Rebuilding trust, starting with yourself. Rebuilding trust after infidelity is not just about restoring trust in your partner. It begins with restoring trust in yourself. Betrayal often leads to self-doubt and constantly second-guessing your instincts and decisions. And it makes sense because you were blindsided by your husband's infidelity. So now a part of you is afraid to trust your own intuition moving forward. But before you can rebuild trust with your husband, you need to rebuild trust with yourself first. Otherwise, even if he's being completely genuine and honest with his efforts to rebuild your marriage, you'll find yourself second-guessing his true intentions. You might end up picking fights with him just to test him, and there will be a part of you that's never truly settled because you don't know what you can and can't trust. Once you start trusting yourself again, you can approach the process of rebuilding trust in your relationship with greater confidence and clarity. You'll be able to have open communication without getting into arguments, and you will begin the rebuilding process of your marriage from a place of inner strength. As you navigate this journey, always remember that your feelings are valid and you have the strength within you to overcome this painful phase. The first steps are acknowledging your feelings, putting your own healing journey first, and rebuilding trust, starting with yourself. I know this process is not easy, and it's not fair that you're the one doing the work to heal from his infidelity. But I promise you, once you're on the other side of this, you're going to feel stronger than you ever have before. And from that spot, you'll no longer settle for anything less than the mutual respect and love you deserve. If you found this video helpful, I encourage you to watch my video, How to Walk Through Infidelity, 3 Powerful Steps to Healing, where I share more about the process of emotional healing. And remember to hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this.